So everybody's going through, you're finding your way through. There's lots of stuff to figure out, of course. Don't be overwhelmed. It's a learning curve. It's like the first day of school, right? You got to get all your books and everything organized. So just, be nice to yourself, right? It's a bit of a process to work on, and you'll get there, and we'll guide you as you go through. The dietary piece, of course, remember what we set up as a dietary guideline, and really trying to give you some really great options. We're trying to get you into the habit of thinking about what you eat rather than just stuffing food in your face, hoping it'll get you from point A to point B. But be intentional in how you eat. And the objective is to pay attention to how I feel after I've eaten this food, right? Because it's chemistry, right? And you're working on your own internal biochemistry, and we don't know how it's going to react. I mean, because everybody's so unique. The same dietary behavior, the same type of protein, the same caloric content, to what would seem the same individual, same type of individual, can have a dramatically different effect because it's biochemistry. So lots of things going on, and we need to pay attention. So we set all these variables in place. We set a dietary concept in place. We set a training concept in place. And then work on the mindset piece, and we're trying to get the body pushed into a corner, and we want to see how it reacts, right? So basically, it's our giant petri dish. Really trying to see how the body is going to respond, and you need to start paying attention. And don't be discouraged if it's not working exactly the way you want it to work in the beginning. Well, that's the whole adventure of learning how the body works, how your body works, because there's something called biochemical individuality, and we want to see and we want to pay attention to how your body's responding, and we make slight adjustments to get the body to move in a more favorable way. But you never know until you pay attention, right? So it's not either it's working or it's not working. It's not that simple. It's nuances, it's subtleties. It could be as simple as putting an extra 25 grams of protein in your diet a day, which actually just tips the point for the body to go forward, or by dropping calories, either increasing or dropping calories to 100 to 250 calories a day. We don't know until we start, right? So as we start the process, 2 weeks into it, the body start recognizing these patterns, and then we need to watch and see. If it's not responding in a favorable way, meaning that our guts are in an uproar or feel bloated, then we need to have that conversation. But don't be discouraged, just be aware, right? Because we don't know, right? This is always, the whole field of science is educated guessing, right? That's why there's ongoing research, because we just want to figure out as much as we can. But realizing there's thousands and thousands of interfering variables that affect how we function day to day. So it's kind of complicated, which means we need to start paying attention. But to reduce the complexity, we wanted to start everybody from the same point, and then we again make slight little micro adjustments to your path as you go along, so you get to see how your body responds, and it may respond differently from month to month, right? So again, adjusting variables, it's whether it's sleep cycles, things could be happening in your life like stress. Stress has a massive impact. You could be going through midlife changes, hormonally, like lots of things may affect it, and they're not impediments. They're just considerations, right? So we just want to figure it out, right, and find the right combination sequence for you. We're going to find that little magic little sequence that'll actually make your body move forward to the next level. Somebody was asking about cleansing, of course, and cleansing we'll be implementing it into month 2. If you're presently doing a 1-day cleanse per week and you're really getting great benefits from it and it feels good, then I wouldn't say stop it, right? If you're not doing it presently, don't start. But if you're doing it presently and it feels really good and it's something that's a beautiful part of your week, then I would say if you cleanse on Saturday, then Sunday, of course, you're not going to be doing a tremendous amount of activity because you're just bringing your calories back up. So please continue on with that. We're not trying to make it too abrupt and freak you out that first week or so of your challenge. The I Am Project course is starting not next week, but the week following. I believe it's on the 14th. It's a Wednesday at 7 p.m. It will be recorded. We have a limit of 50 spots only for these sessions. So make sure you get on early. We'll be putting the Zoom links up, and you can, when you're attending these sessions, some people are a little bit shy and awkward about having their face on video. You can shut your video feed off and still listen and verbally have the conversation. But what I would challenge you to do, and again, it's entirely up to you. What I challenge you to do, though, is actually be present on the calls. And if we have more than 50 people, by the way, I will upgrade my membership and increase it up so I can hold a larger audience. Because I know where the head goes, the body and my life's going to follow. And a lot of my struggles over the years, changing lifestyle from a very bad lifestyle, over 2 decades ago, drugs and alcohol and tobacco and just pandemonium. I thought I was having fun. Well, I think I was, but it was that kind of fun will kill you pretty quick. And the whole switch of lifestyle, and life keeps throwing curveballs at you. So It's not that life will ever become perfect. It's just you become more resilient and become more intelligent. You make better decisions and you stay in your shit a little bit less. Stay in your mired in your crap for not quite as long, and so what used to stick you for 2 or 3 months or a year at a time, you'd be kind of derailing. Now you got a week or two where you're kind of struggling, then you're out, and then it's a day or two, then you're out, and then it's a moment or two, then you're out. And the whole idea is to start developing that skill set so that you get to move. You start getting past this stuff much more rapidly. And I think I can't remember who said so beautifully, more focusing on what I'm getting to rather than what I'm going through. And that was such a beautiful statement. So again, I apologize. I can't give the author credit because it was such a profound statement, and it's so true because the focus of this program is who do we become on the 90-day journey? Who do we become at the end of this process? And think about that person already, right? Think about who you are, he or she, at the end of 90 days. If you follow the advice, if you do the work, if you do your damnedest to show up and get this work done, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be consistent. So who do you become? Be that person now, because you already are, right? If you didn't have any idea of what you want and what you're capable of and what was inside of you, ready to be rebirthed, as it were, you'd never even start this program. You never put your hand up. You never put your credit card on the table. So you know that there's something there, but for some reason up until certain points in life, we haven't been able to step into that identity for whatever reason. And we want to give you all the tools necessary for you to expose yourself as truly the magnificent human being that you are, right? Because we are extraordinary. The cool thing is that I wrote an article a while ago, and I'll post it back up on the page, is that we are part of an ecosystem. Humans are a part of an ecosystem. The problem is humans in their arrogance have long since contended, it's my life, I can do what I want, it doesn't affect anybody else. And that could be no farther from the truth. In fact, it's the biggest bunch of bullshit ever spoken on the planet, on the face of the earth. Because everything we do affects everything else. Everything we do, everything we think, our actions, our behavior, we pretend to be so insular, but that's just not how it works, right? Everything we do affects somebody else. Right? So, and it's not to have an overwhelming sense of responsibility, but to realize you're part of an ecosystem. And the most beautiful thing you can do is be exceptional to yourself, is to create vibrant health, to create incredible joy, to have this incredible network of people that you relate to, and build yourself up so magnificently that when you look at the ecosystem, you're just in a beautiful part of it. Do you ever notice a redwood tree doesn't worry about the tree next to it? The redwood tree is fully expansive, incredibly beautiful, very powerful, all on its own. And by doing so, by looking after his needs first, the redwood tree provides what? Shelter. It provides shade and nutrition. It provides so much to the surrounding area by being himself and full expression. And that's what we're hoping to give you throughout this program, is to teach you how to have full expression. And it's not arrogance, it's you're part of an ecosystem. And if you don't fully express yourself, nobody around you can benefit because you're not benefiting at all, right? It's just a very, very weird mindset. People think it's arrogance and narcissism to step up and want to become something incredible. Why not? Look around at our planet, it's not so incredible, right? We need more incredible people doing incredible things to prove that it can be done in mass, right? So it's going to be an incredible 90 days, lots of philosophy, lots of psychology, lots of physiology, lots of biochemistry, lots of learning, lots of frustration. You want to, as they often say, wall-kicking moments. You'll figure it out. We'll get there, but we'll only get there together. Everything I've done extraordinary in my life has been done in the company of amazing people. And this will be the case for you as well. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for signing up. And let's get to work. We have an incredible 90 days to attack. And I think we're going to do some extraordinary things. All right. See you, Factor 3 team.